Ebony, how you doing? Okay, that should do that. All right, all right. Okay, 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 okay. All right. So we'll start off with some what is this? Metric conversion. All right, so when you do metric conversions, I like to start with writing out the elements that I need. These problems like cups to milliliters are going to be important when you're doing ins and outs, like when you're in a hospital and like your patient is on like a fluid restriction or they're just trying to monitor their kidney function. They got CHF, so they hold on to fluid, and then that fluid makes them become edematous, and it makes them hard to breathe. So they say, hey, we need to have a fluid restriction. So you got to see how much is going in and how much is going out. So this is one of those type of problems that this is one of those situations where you would use this type of metric conversion. I think it makes tons of sense when you're learning stuff to learn why you're learning it and how it is applied. So then like your train of thought can go like chugga chugga choo choo instead of just like I'm learning this just because it's like when I'm going to use this. So this would be an example of when you would use for what you would use for intake and output. So 1 cup is 8 ounces, and 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. All right, all right. So if we are looking for milliliters, I'm going to start with milliliters. Now that's always my disclaimer. People say, "Hey, do we have to start with this or do we have to start with that?" No, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. But it makes it easier to find what you're looking for. You have it right there. If you got what you're looking for, you ain't got to go look for it. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. Everything else can cross out and you can be done with the problem. So that's the way that I do it. But if you have a way that you're comfortable with that works for you, you want to stick with it, by all means, go ahead. All right. So 30 mLs is 1 ounce. I got this from right here, okay? So now that's gone. Alrighty, if my ounces are at the bottom, I need my ounces to go at the top so they can cross out, right? Okay. So what do we have? We have this. That's got ounces in it. So 8 ounces over 1 cup. And let's talk about these people right here. So they're in a relationship and they're in a relationship. We want them to our grits. We want them to let's stay together. Don't try to go and separate them, okay? Like keep them together. Like even when we do weight based and peds and all the other problems that you have to kind of IV flow rate, IV drip rate, when you have 500 milliliters per 4 hours, or you have your drip factor or your drop factor is 10 drops per milliliter, keep those together. We keep the relationships together on this side of TikTok, okay? All right, so now we can cross out our ounces, cross out your units as you go, write your units as you go. If you just have a whole bunch of numbers, then you're not going to know, you're just going to get lost in the sauce. It's not going to make sense, okay? Alrighty. So then we have cups at the bottom. We need cups at the top. So where we get our cups from, right here in our original problem. So that's 10 cups. I'm going to put it over 1. Anything over 1 is itself. And there's also the placeholder to show you that you're going to multiply that 10 across the top. Now for the calculator trick. All right. So when you do the calculator trick, this is going to keep you from writing down long numbers and then trying to put it back in your calculator and making a mistake. So you smart enough to get the problem together to set it up, and now you go to solve it and you get the answer wrong because you wrote down the number wrong or you didn't put it back in there right, or you left out a 0. So 30 times 8 times 10. All the ones on the bottom are 1, so you just do 1 because it's not going to make a difference, right? So that's going to be 2,400 milliliters. Yep, y'all got it. Cool. It's hot. Did they turn up the heat? My gosh. All right, next one. Y'all good with that? Can we go on? I mean, what they got the heat on downstairs? 78. Oh my gosh. Trying to bake me. All right. Here we go. So, 120 mLs to teaspoons. So there are 5 milliliters in one little teaspoon. Okay. So if we're looking for a teaspoon, we're gonna start with teaspoons on the top. Okay. So 1 teaspoon is 5 mLs. Then we've got milliliters on the bottom. We need milliliters at the top. So we'll use our milliliters. Excuse me. From the problem. And we'll put it over 1. Okay, so what's there? What's 120? Is that gonna be 6? Okay, let's see. 120 divided by 5 is gonna be 24 teaspoons. Okay? Simple enough. Yep, 24. So let's do this. Okay, so y'all know you'll see problems with like babies, and you're like, oh, there were 10 pounds and 12 ounces. You're like, how much is that? So you have to convert the ounce part to pounds and add it to the rest of the pounds. So what we're going to do on this part is take this right here and we're going to change it. Y'all know delta sign means change to pounds. Okay. So we know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. Okay. So if we're looking for pounds, we'll start with pounds. So 1 pound is 16 ounces. Then we have 10 ounces over 1. Your ounce is going to cross out. So that's going to be 10 divided by 16, which would be 0.625. So we'll take this and we'll add it to that. So it'll be 8.625 pounds. Okay? Does that make sense? Makes dollars make sense. Yeah. Hey, Nunu. Hey, Nunu. If this is helping you out just a little tiny, teeny, weensy bit so far, send out some likes for me to the algorithm so I can pick it up. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. So let's continue on. So, okay, what was that? Let's keep that number in our head. 8.625 pounds, right? So we need to go ahead and change that to kilograms. You already got it in pounds, so that plus that is that, right? Because we just figured it out. And we need to know how many kilograms. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. There couldn't be no metric conversion that's more used or more important. So 2.2 is the number, okay? All righty. We're looking for kgs, so we're going to start with kgs at the top. 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds. We got pounds at the bottom. We need pounds at the top. Pounds crossed out. You're left with kgs. So 8.625 divided by 2.2 is 3.92 kgs. And tell me, how many decimal places does your facility, school, institution, HESI, ATI require you to round to? Because some people have it where you have to write out all 50 million numbers at the back. And I'm just like, excessive. To the tenths. Okay. Yeah, I think to the tenths is pretty decent. Now I know I seen like some peds problems where they kind of, go to the hundreds because it's like really specific because it's peds. But yeah, just checking on my Facebook, folks. Or the whole number. So just depending on what it is asking you to do, that's what you use, okay? I would hate for you all to get the problem right and then you get it wrong because you round it wrong. Do y'all have a problem with rounding? Usually to the 10th or the whole number. Do we need to go over how to round? Since we're on this problem, let me know in the comments or I'm gonna move on. Rounding is easy for me. Nope. Yeah, I am tearing this doggone lifesaver mint up. I had to. My mouth was dry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. All right, so somebody said yes, somebody said sometimes. All right, so look. Real quick. Real quick. If the problem is asking you to round to the whole number, so this is going to be your whole number. This is your tens place, or this is your hundreds place. So let's just say this is that. And so that's your thousands, okay? So if it's asking you to round to the whole number, you're always going to go to this, and then you're going to look one space to the right. So if it's asking you to round to the tens, you're going to look right here. That's your tens places, and then you'll look to the next place. So the rules are, if it's 4 and below, you keep it the same, okay? If it's 5 and above, you round up, okay? So if we had to round to the hundreds place, it's asking us to round to the nearest 100. We're going to look right here, right? And since it's 1, so that's 4 and below, right? It's going to stay the same. So your answer will be 3.92. Ooh, I like that. If it's 5 and above, give it a shove. Oh my gosh. I love little stuff. Y'all saw my video I posted earlier in the week with OJ the Juice Man. Like, it lives in your head rent free, but it helps, whatever it takes, y'all. Whatever it takes to get through school, I promise. It's only you, Jesus, and yourself that know what goes on up in here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it takes to remember. I posted a video, just a little quick video on my page earlier this week on how to remember your values for a teaspoon, tablespoon, and an ounce. And so I don't know if I'm aging myself. I ain't always been totally, saved. So back in the day when I was listening to OJ the Juice Man and I was in school, I was like, teaspoon, tablespoon, then an ounce, hey. 5 ml, 15 ml, 30 ml, hey. And it just stuck. So I just passed it on to y'all so it can live in your heads too. All right, so moving on. Somebody asked me to do BMI. She said, I like that. Just my little quirky things that I come up with sometimes, Hey, so find the BMI of a patient who is 119 pounds and 5 feet 5 inches tall. I don't like BMI because no matter how much weight I lose or my proportions or whatever, it's always going to be like depressing. So whatever, but we'll do it. So with BMI, you have 2 ways to solve it, okay? You can use like the US measurements or whatever, or you can use the metric. So if you were in pounds, it would be 703 times the weight in pounds divided by your height in inches, but your height in inches has to be squared, okay? And then if you just wanted to convert it totally to the metric, you would do your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters squared, okay? So which one do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do US measurements or do y'all want to do metric? I'm going to choose for you. This is the first for me. I know, me too. I never done a BMI on here. Like I've had to calculate it, but like on live, no. US, all right, let's do it. So the patient weighs, so we'll have 703 times the weight, which is 119 pounds, and then the height has to be in inches. So this bad boy right here, we've got to change to inches. So if you have 5 feet, 5 inches, we already have this part is in inches. So we need to change this part to inches, right? So if we have 12 inches in 1 foot, we can now oh, thank you. Thank you. Um Yeah, don't got me thrown off. Okay, so if you have 12 inches in 1 foot and we're looking for inches, we're going to start with inches at the top, right? So 12 inches in 1 foot times 5 feet over 1. Your feet cross out. Get out the way. And now you're left with inches, right? So that's 60 inches. So then you take this and you add it to that, and it's going to be 65 inches total, right? So now it'll be 65 squared. So what's 65 squared? 65 times 65 is a long number. So let's write it out again. 703 over 119, okay, over 4,225. So when we put this in the calculator, we'll do 703 times 119 divided by 4,225. And so they have a BMI of 19.8. You like it? Ooh, I almost dropped my calculator. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely. Yes. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. All right. Does that make sense how I did this problem? Do I need to go over any steps that I took before I move on until the nitty gritty, the meat and taters, as us folks in Bama? You cold. I am cold. I do say cold. Y'all, I got my husband, he's busy. He got me this Aurora jacket. I have to say it like that because it's ORORORO. And it's a heated jacket. Y'all know I work at night, so it's freezing in the hospital. I think that's like a qualification of a hospital. Must freeze nurses at night. Like, I don't know why it's frigid, but that thing keeps me so warm. Oh my gosh. And like I've had my blood levels. Yes, you do need a heated jacket, and they have the heated vest too. And then I got an extra battery, so you ain't gonna catch me slipping either. Oh my gosh! All right. So the provider has ordered 275 milligram IV of drug V, and it's added to 1 liter of normal saline. Available is 1,000 milligrams of drug V in a vial, which when reconstituted, here you go, Cassie, yields a concentration of 550 milligrams per 3 mLs. How much drug V will be added to the IV solution? Okay. I have the heated vest, leggings, and so, oh my goodness. See, you just don't show me out. Like, I need those in my life. I need those. Because I stay cold. Alrighty, so the thing with reconstitution, right, is to concentrate on the concentration. So the how many milligrams per milliliters, how many milli equivalents per milliliter, how many units, whatever per whatever, the weight of the medicine over the volume. That's what you need to focus on. So the fluff, McGruff in this is that. So we need this much of drug V. We have this much of drug V how much are we going to draw up to put it in 1 liter of normal saline? Okay, so that's what this question is asking. So we have 3 milliliters because we're looking for milliliters and 550 milligrams. And we have 275 milligrams ordered. Put that over 1. Milligram is gone. What's it? 3 times 275 divided by 550 is going to be 1.5. I don't like how I wrote that 5. It's too squinting down. All right, get it together. mLs that we're going to add to the bag of normal saline. Does this make sense? She said, where y'all get them from? I be cold. Yeah, Amazon. It's confusion because it didn't say how many milliliter on the top of all the other fluff words. What you mean? Whatever do you mean? Say it again, Cassie. Because I'm not sure if I'm picking up what you're dropping. On the fluff words. Okay. Let me unscribble scrabble so we can see. So because I set it up differently. What is this, baby? Hold on. Yeah, secret. Okay, go away. All right, I don't know what that had. Okay. All right. Okay, I said it differently. Okay, that's fine. How'd you set it up, Nunu? How do we know that we were looking for milliliter? So this is what has been ordered, right? So we know that when a drug is ordered, it's the strength of the drug, okay? So what we need to do is find out how much of the medicine that's in the vial is going to be equal to 275 milligrams. So it says that the drug is available when reconstituted. So when you reconstitute a medicine, you're adding water to powder to make it a liquid, right? So then it says that we get this when it's reconstituted. So in that whole bottle, there's 1,000 milligrams, but in every 3 milliliters, there is 550 milligrams. So we need 275. So if you're looking about how much, because you got to add 275, you can only add it via liquid, right? And because you only have it in ml. So you're always going to have your strength of your medicine versus the volume or the vehicle that it rides in. Okay, that makes sense. 275 divided by 550, and then you did it by 3. So basically you did desired over half, Nunu, right? So when I do my problems, I set them up the same way and I do them the same way. You could very much do desired over half because that's what that was, I believe. Because you do what you desire 275, you have 550, and what 3 ml. So you, yep. So that's what she did. So I just did it with that's D over times V, and then this is DA. So it's just 2 totally different ways. Hey Glenda, how you doing? All right, we're good now, y'all. Okay, so love darling, desired over half works for the easy peasy lemon squeezes, but some of these things they do not. So yeah, that's why I give my opinions and I let them I leave them there. I'm not trying to convert anybody over to dimensional analysis because secret, I hated dimensional analysis in school, but I had a strong math background. And what a lot of people come to me and say, I don't know about math, I'm not good at it. That's why dimensional analysis is easier once you know what to look for, how to set it up, and what you're trying to get as a goal. Because it's mostly like a puzzle. Everything on the top got to cross out with what's on the bottom, except for what your goal is. So that's not math. That's just lining stuff up. That's just matching, crossing out, crossing out. And then like the only math part is the multiplication on the top, the multiplication on the bottom, and the division. So, whatever you get comfortable with is what you should go with. But yeah, that's why, people are like, oh, I'm just going to learn formulas or desired over half. At one point, the formulas comes like screw, like, okay, this is the end of the road, boys to men. All right, 500 milligrams of drug P is added to 500 mLs of normal saline. IV piggyback over 90 minutes every hour. Okay, so every 8 hours, excuse me. Available from the pharmacy is drug P, 1 gram vial with instructions to reconstitute with 4.3 milliliters of bacteriostatic water, say that 10 times fast, resulting in a concentration of 125 milligrams per ml. How many milliliters will be added to the normal saline to administer the correct dose? Okay. Hey, Ladra. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to, be like your instructor and put y'all out or nothing. I mean, we grown. We got stuff to do. Don't fake. Wake up. Somebody fan new. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. It's the same thing that you did, in the other problem. It just got a little bit more words to it, Yeah, don't cry. Here, get some tissue. Somebody give her some tissue, y'all. Okay, so what we are looking for is 500 milligrams of drug P to be added to 500 milliliters of normal saline. IVPB simply means IV piggyback, okay? So, and that's going to be given over 90 minutes, and it's going to be 3 different times a day that this is going to be given, okay? What you have from the pharmacy is a vial that has a whole gram of drug P in it. It's a powder, so it needs to be reconstituted with 4.3 mLs of bacteriostatic water, which just means sterile water, okay? And then once it's reconstituted and it's in the liquid form, you're going to have a concentration. Concentrate on the concentration. Remember? Yeah. Concentrate on, that's the only important part. So now it says we got a goal of how many milliliters will be added to the normal saline to administer the correct dose. So what is our dose? We want 500 milligrams. Okay. And then all of this is doop 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 doop. Rump. That's all. So now you can use your beloved desired over half and get the answer. Wake me up before you go. All right. So we're looking for a milliliter. We're going to start with our milliliter. So milliliter over 125 milligrams. We require 500 milligrams in that one dose. And then our milligrams crossed out. And this is going to give us, I'm going to show you so you won't think I'm just fudging numbers. 4 mLs, right? Yeah. So do you see how that problem was just that over that times that? I'm going to be serious one day. You crossed out a lot because it was a lot of fluff. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all see these problems and y'all flip, flap, freak, frack, nabbit the fluff out. And I'm like, just scratch it out. How do you know it was fluff though? Okay, good question, Nunu. Very good question. I'm so glad that you asked. So look at here. Let me get my eraser and let's get through. Okay, we'll add the fluff back. All right, so look, what did it ask for? Milliliters, right? So how many milliliters of the medicine is going to be added, right? to the normal saline. So we are looking for this. It is available as all of this stuff right here that was fluff. Because remember what I told you? Concentration. Concentration. Concentrate on the concentration. Extra stuff to throw you off. Exactly. Concentrate on the concentration. I'm going to say it again. Say, concentrate on the concentration. The rest of, but you still crossed out a lot. Cause okay. So let's look at this. All right. So this said that it's to be added. We need this right here. Hold on. We need this much of this medicine to be added to the whole bag right there. And it's going to be given IV piggyback over 90 minutes every 8 hours, because that's the whole and complete order. You got to have, an order has to have the medicine, it's got to have the strength, it's got to have the frequency, and it has to have the route. If it doesn't have all of those elements, then it is incomplete. So you got a whole complete order. So all of that is going to be important to the nurse, but it ain't going to mean squat to us right now doing this dosage calc problem, because we just want to know how many milliliters of drug P, once it's shaken, not stirred, and changed into a liquid, to add to the IV bag. So we're going to have a vial. This is my vial. This is my AirPod case, but just let's use the imagination. And this is my syringe. So after I shake it up, I'm gonna add 4.3 mLs to it, and then I'm gonna shake it up, and then I'm gonna do like this right here, right? And then I'm gonna pull it back, and I'm gonna measure 4 milliliters, because I need 4 milliliters to get 500 milligrams out of this whole bottle, in order to then get my IV bag, shoot it up in there, hook it up to the patient, and let it go 90 minutes every 8 hours. Okay. So that's what all of that means. But it don't matter right now, because we just want to know how many milliliters to pull out of my AirPod case. All right. So that's it. All that other stuff is fluff. Concentrate on the concentration. We don't care how much water it takes. That's fine. That's cool. Just like you have like the drug labels on your test, and they'll say like 500 milligrams in like the entire thing. Then you'll see in the parentheses concentration of 125 milligrams per ml. That's the gold. We want to know how many per milliliters, how many units, milliequivalents, your mama's, your dad, whoever, per milliliters. Okay, that is your concentration. The weight of the medicine, the little pieces of medicine that you can't see that's floating in there. Was it the dilute and what the diluent and the solvents? All of that. We need to know how much and how much in the volume. Okay, that's what you're concentrating on. The concentration. So, okay, pretty much the whole paragraph was fluff, except for like 6 words. Yes, exactly. Start with your goal and work your way through. Yes, and only answer the question with what it's asking for. All the other stuff we didn't even need to know. We just need to know how much that it was ordered, which was 500, and then you got 500 mLs in 90 minutes and 8 hours and okay, who cares? Okay? But you need to know how to weed through the fluff. Like, don't you be on that bullshit. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm fired up now. I'm excited. We done started with some Reconstitution. That was 2 for you, Cassie. I get 2 for you. All right. Order drug A, 60 milligrams in 50 milliliters of D5W IV to infuse in 20 minutes by IV infusion pump. What is the infusion rate in milliliter per hour? Alrighty. So we need volume over time. That is exactly what we are looking for when we do IVs by pumps or IVs by gravity. By gravity, it's going to be drops per minute. By pump, it's going to be milliliter per hour. Okay? So this is asking us flat out milliliter per hour. So our goal is ml per hour. If we are looking for milliliters in hours. So volume and time, what we don't need is this. Milligrams have no business, and this D5W don't matter either. We need this and we need that. Okay? And so that's 50 mLs over 20 minutes. Right? Right. Okay. So is this our goal? We got milliliters at the top. Yeah. But do we have hours at the bottom? No. So we can put our minutes at the top because we know that they're going to have to get crossed out, and our hours at the bottom. And so 1 hour is 60 minutes. So we'll cross our minutes out, and now we are at goal. So we can do 50 times 60 divided by 20 equals 150 milliliters per hour. Good job. Good job. Nunu, are you still passed out, or are you with me still? I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. But y'all, in all fairness, y'all told me, she said, I'm here. Y'all told me to turn it up. I said, okay then. All right. Let's do it. Here, God, I'll call up in my pen. Okay, all right. I'm glad you're still here. A dose of 5.5 grams of medicine has been ordered for a patient. The medicine comes in 500 milligrams per 5 mLs. What volume will you give your patient? So this is like one of those easy peasy lemon squeezy ones, but I'm going to show you how to do it with dimensional analysis, because that was what was requested at the beginning. So if we are looking for a volume, that means mLs, right? So we have 5 mLs over 500 milligrams. All right. But look at here. This is grams. Do we have milligrams? We have milligrams at the bottom. So if we got milligrams at the bottom, we need milligrams at the top, and we need a conversion, because you can't just put grams. Exactly. So we'll put one by the biggest unit, which is a gram, and then there are 1,000 little itty bitty pieces. To make one big piece. All right. So that's a way that you can remember, because some people get confused, like, I don't know what to put the 1,000 by or what to put the 1 by. So you need 1,000 little crumbs to equal one big cookie, right? Okay. You're welcome. Welcome to my world in my head. I have to relate it to something with everything. Okay. So now we got the grams at the bottom. We can put our grams at the top from right here, right? So 5.5 grams over 1. Grams have now crossed out, and we're left with milliliters. So 5 times 1,000 times 5.5 divided by 500 is going to be 55 mLs. Why'd you make those faces? She was like, you weren't sure of it. Alrighty. Y'all do me a favor. If you lovely nursing students are enjoying this session of Study Buddy Sunday, would you put a couple of likes out there for me, a like and a share, so we can get some more students studying with us, starting this week off right. I thought I had drunk up all my stuff. Yeah, wow, I can't believe I got it right. Yes, you did. You did it right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Hey, Ebony, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate y'all. Drug D. I'm back again. Am I late tonight? Yes. So Sunday. So yeah, even if it was Wednesday, I started at 8:00. She's so glad I found your page last night. Me too. What program are you in? Drug D. 15 milligrams IM is ordered for a child who weighs 18 kilograms. How many syllables can I add to child? I really need to get out of Alabama. All right, so is this a safe dose for a child if the recommended safe dose is 8 to 15 milligrams per kilogram per day in 6 equally divided doses? LPN. Okay, awesome. I hope y'all semester are starting off good. Mhm. Yep, I started off at LPN and went to RN, well, associate and then DSM. Sure did. All right. So, what we have here is a safe dose. We are trying to figure out if this dose right here, that's one dose, okay? If it's not indicated anywhere else and it doesn't say anything, that's one dose. If it don't say per day or every 6 hours or whatever, that's one dose. Dosage count, one dose. Is this a safe dose for a child if the recommended safe dose range, so your upper limit and your lower limit, which will be determined by this here, is 8 to 15 milligrams per kilogram? I know, Ebony. That's why we're going to walk through it. So this is giving you the total amount that they can get in a day. Okay? But in that day, you have 6 doses, equally divided doses. So that means in a whole day, which is 24 hours, you have 6 doses. So 24 divided by 6, you will give it every 4 hours. So just like if they said equally divided doses every 8 hours, okay? So 24 hours divided by every 8 hours is going to give you 3 doses in the day. It's just telling you how many times in that day that you can give one dose of 15 milligrams, okay? Well, if it was indicated for the order, but it's not. This is just telling you in one day, you can't give this whole amount. It's got to be divided by 6 equal parts, okay? Does that make sense? If not, let me know so I can try to think and see how I can best relate it, because I want it to make sense. Okay. All right. So let's find the range. So we know that the the bottom number is going to be how much that's the lowest amount that they can get. The upper limit is the most that they can get without it being toxic, okay? So we'll take 8 milligrams per kilogram per day. All right. And then our weight is already in kilograms, so we don't need a conversion. We can just put 18 grams right there, right? So kilograms is crossed out. Now we know that in one day, it is supposed to be divided into 6 equal doses. So this is going to give us how many milligrams we can give in one dose. You see it? All right, 8 times 18 divided by 6 is going to be 24 milligrams per dose. And that is the least amount that they can get. Okay? And if we do 15 milligrams per kg per day, do it the exact same way. 18 kilograms on the top. Kilograms have now crossed out. Then one day, 6 doses. Day is crossed out. So that's what, 15 times 18 divided by 6? 45 milligrams per dose. All right, so now we have our range, okay? So 24 through 45 is the green zone. Anything below or above is the red zone. That's not safe. So if they tell you to give 15 milligrams, is that in the green zone or the red zone? Is it safe or not safe? Thank you, Ebony, for the gifts. I appreciate that. Red zone. So that's not exactly. Okay. A lot of people get confused, like, how do I know if it's safe or not? Is it in the green zone? Nope, it's not. It's not safe. Congratulations, y'all. Y'all just did a safe dose. Hey, turn up. Mm, mm. All right. Moving on. Yay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not that. So do y'all understand like when it says like divided doses, like yeah, don't let that stuff trip you up. It's just telling you like, hey, if you have milligrams per kilogram in a whole day and it's got to be divided into doses, that just means that you cannot give all of that at one time. You have to divide it. Third step. Hey, Risa, that one was for you because you sure enough asked me about safe dose. All right. Third step. I don't know if I didn't count my steps. So basically what what I did was I took the lower limit, found out how much that was. I talk with my hands and then it like disappears. Anywho, so the lower limit and found out what that was. The upper limit found out what it was. I got these two numbers right. I got these two numbers right here. And then that was your limits right here. So then you'll look back. When I look back at the order, and I seen that they wanted 15 milligrams to be given. It's just saying 15 milligrams. So that's one dose. Assuming it's one dose. If it's not saying again or divided or whatever, okay, that's one dose. So one dose. Pray for me, Ebony. One dose, and that's that. So we were saying like, is it in the red zone or is it in the green zone? If it's not 24 at, or is it, if it does not fall at 24 and go up to 45, you must not give that. If it doesn't fit, you must quit. Too legit to quit. All right, let's go. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Yes, you're welcome. All right, so there is 620 milliliters remaining in the IV bag. Look, I am running on fumes and body armor. Like, I'm really tired. I went to Atlanta yesterday to go dress shopping with my sister because she's getting married, and I am pooped. I went to church today. I transported my patient to dialysis before I went to church, then went to church and did children's church and everything else. Then I went back to get her, and I'm just tired. But hey, we're here and we're studying and we're going to do these problems. All right? Yeah. Okay. So 620 mLs remain in the bag. The IV is infusing at 75 milliliters per hour. How much longer will the IV run? So this is one of your completion, IV time completion questions, okay? So we are looking for time, right? So how much longer will the IV run? That's your time. So our goal is to look for how many more hours is this going to be left. Because when we get the hours, well, and if this in like a format where it has a decimal behind it, that decimal that's behind the whole number is your minutes, okay? And so because we need to express our answer in hours and minutes, okay? So we'll look at how to do that. So if we are looking for hours, that is your time. I'm going to start with my hours because we got 75 milliliters per hour and we got 620 milliliters in the bag. So remember, they're in a relationship and this girl right here is single, okay? All right, so hour over 75 ml. 620 is going to be at the top. 1 is going to be at the bottom. My milliliters have crossed out. I have my goal. So 620 divided by 75 is going to be 8 hours and 26 repeating minutes, okay? So how much is this in minutes, okay? Everything behind the decimal we're going to take and multiply by 60. So 0.2. Okay, I'm not finna write all those different repeating sixes. So like you get 3 decimal spaces out of me, okay? 0.266 times 60. is going to be 15.96. So you can round that to 16 minutes. So it'll be 8 hours and 16 minutes. Do I need to go back and show any parts of this question again? 8 hours. Nope. Okay then. Y'all got that one. Alrighty. No. Drug C. Anything after the decimal multiplied by 60. So leave it in decimal format though. Like don't like remove the decimal. So just like if you did 0.50 times 60, that's going to be 30 minutes. So 5.5 hours is 5 hours and 30 minutes. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. Do that. Drug C. 10 milligrams per kilogram per day by mouth in 2 divided doses. You're welcome. Child weighs 20 pounds. Available is drug C, 125 milligrams for 5 mLs. How many mLs will be administered per day? How many mLs will be administered per dose? So I did this kind of problem to show you how to break it down if it's asking you different things, okay? So this first goal is ml per day. No, don't you touch that. We're going to let the dimensional analysis analyze it, okay? When you take extra steps, that opens you up for more work that you have to do and more mistakes that you could inadvertently, look at that big word, inadvertently make. All we got to do is take what we've been given, cross out, multiply, divide. That's it. Okay? Don't touch it. I know you're smart and you know that pounds divided by 2.2 is kilograms, but don't touch it. Don't touch it. All right. So, okay, we'll start with, so we have 10 milligrams per kg per day. So we know that part. And then in one day, we have 2 doses. I like to write my stuff out to the side so that you can use different elements and you can cross them out and be done with them. So you don't have to refer back and forth to the question, like, what am I looking for? What am I using? You write everything that you need out to the side. You can just kind of glance and be like, okay, I need this, and this is gone. All right. I am not for violence, but I'm just saying people be wanting to do that. And I'm like, you're making it harder on yourself. Don't do that. All right. So the patient weighs 20 pounds. And then we have 125 milligrams per 5 milliliters. So we want milliliter on the top and day on the bottom. She said, that was me before I met you. Yes. I mean, I know that because that's something that you know how to do. It's like when you know what you know, like, I know how to do that. You want to do it. Don't touch it. You making more steps for yourself. Okay. So what we'll do is now I'm going to start with my milliliters. So 5 mLs over 125 milligrams. So that's gone. Okay. So then we have milligrams on the bottom. I'll have to have my milligrams on the top. That'll come from right here. So 10 milligrams per kg per day. So that's gone. That's gone. Now we got kilograms at the bottom and days at the bottom. So we need to get rid of kilograms, don't we? But look at here. We have yes, it is stoichiometry. It is pounds. So we'll do kgs at the top so they can cross out over 2.2 pounds. That's why I said the dimensional analysis is going to analyze it out for you. And you're not going to worry about decimal places and all the other stuff. Just set up your problem, put it in your calculator, and go on and walk away in victory. Hallelujah. All right, so 20 pounds. Yep. And that's gone. So what do we have here? Milliliters at the top. Looks good. Days at the bottom. Everything else is crossed out. And you didn't have to do any calculations before you calculate, all right? So 5 times 10 times 20 divided by 125 divided by 2.2. Does anybody here need a refresher on the calculator trick? 5 times 10 times 20 divided by 125 divided by 2.2. I haven't learned a calculator. Okay. So look, everything on the top is going to be multiplied. Once you get to, oh, cool. I hope it helped them. Okay, so everything on the top is going to be multiplied, right? And once you get to 20, don't hit equal. You're going to hit divide. Then you're going to go down to 125 and all your rest of your numbers on the bottom, and you're going to hit divide. So 20 divide 125 divide 1 divide by 2.2 divide 1 equals. You're only going to press equal one time, and it's going to give you your answer. This eliminates when, if you have all those numbers at the top and you multiply them together and you get like $1 million number and you got zeros and all those extra digits, and then you write it down. But what if you like be human or something, like something crazy? And you don't put it back in the calculator the way that you need to put it back in the calculator. So your extra uber smart self who already knows how to change pounds to kilograms have now got the answer wrong because you didn't put it in the calculator right, but you set it up right. I'm trying to get you all of your points in 2024. That's all. That's all. All right. So that was the first part. So then how many milliliters per dose? Somebody was like, well, can't you just divide it by 2? Like, yeah, you could. You could. But I'm going to show you how to do it with dimensional analysis. All right. So we're going to set it up the exact same way, basically. So 5 milliliters, because we want ml per dose now, right? Dosage. All right, 125 mgs. And then 10 milligrams over kg per day. Okay. Now that crosses out. 1 kilogram at the top, 2.2 pounds. Kg is gone. And now 20 pounds. And over 1, and your pounds are gone. And then we have milliliter at the top, but day. We need dose at the bottom, right? So in one day, there are 2 doses. So day is now crossed out, and you have mLs at the top and dose at the bottom. So you see how you would do that. That's like when you look at those different problems and they say per day or per dose. This is the difference. So I'm just trying to show you how you look at the wording and you look at what the question is asking you, and that's how you would solve it. Okay. So if you did 5 times 10 times 1 times 20 times 1 divided by 125 divided by 1 divided by 2.2 and divided by 2 equals 1.81, which is 1.8, and that's half of 3.6. Sorry, 1.8 mLs per dose. Okay? Any questions? ¿Tienen pregunta para mí? No? Okay, vamos. You were like, wait a minute. I thought she was from Alabama. Hold up. I like to keep it on your toes, child. All righty, here we go, y'all. This is what happens when I get sleepy. Can you imagine me overnight at work? Oh my gosh. order. 500, long as way, but it works with my crazy brain. Yeah, it does. It does. And, it's just kind of, you crossing everything out. You see it. It's there. Like, it's like a surefire way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't got to guess. Like, did I times this by 60 in order to get the rate for a whole hour instead of just per minute? You know what I'm saying? But if you're strong in your math skills, yeah, it's plenty of ways that you can solve it. But I'm telling you, this is where it's at. And I'm telling you the truth. I used to hate dimensional analysis when I was in school. I did not use it. Nope. Nope. All right, so this is 500 milliliters of normal saline. He said, yes, queen. Yes, thank you. So, normal saline infused in over 8 hours. You have a bag of normal saline, 500, and the tubing has a drip factor of 10 drops per ml. How many drops per minute will the nurse administer the fluids? So our goal is to find drops per minute. Okie dokie. All right, so let's look at our relationships. We got 500 milliliters to go over 8 hours. And then we have a drop factor of 10 drops per milliliter. Okay, so we need volume over time, right? So we are looking for drops on the top. I'm going to start with my drop factor, and that's going to be 10 drops per ml. I have milliliters on the bottom. I need my milliliters on the top. So 500 milliliters over 8 hours. Milliliters is crossed out. Now I have drop on the top, but I need minutes on the bottom. I have hours. So we'll throw those hours right up there to the top. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Hours gone. We got drops on the top, drop top, raindrop, all that what them folks call the Friends scene. 10 drops times 500 divided by 8 divided by 60. So 10.41. But we can't give 0.41 of a drop. You can either give 1 drop or you don't give a drop at all, right? You ain't never seen your faucet dripping. You're like, oh, that's a half a drip, quarter brick, half a drip, whole drip. Hey, no, it doesn't work like that. So you're going to have to round. So remember when we did this rounding earlier? Yes, Sky Jones, take that question mark off of there and put an exclamation mark on there because you got that right. We're going to be confident in our answers. Yes, 10 drops. Yes. I love it. 10. Tens. I love it. 10. Yeah. Tens. 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't start. Please don't get me up here. I'm trying to be right here. Y'all just encouraging me to do. Don't do it. Since we trying to learn, okay, and I'm trying to help you, okay? Okay. All right, the pregnant client, somebody asked for Pitocin, so here you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. This was very, than the other one. This was very what, Glenda? What do you mean? Better. How do we know which one to put on top in any question? Okay, Sky. So the way that I do it, that Nurse C does it, I start with what it is that I'm looking for. So, you find the goal. What am I going to look for? What is the question asking me to find? And I write that out. So if I got milliliter per hour, I'm going to start with my milliliters at the top. And I know that everything else has to cross out except for hours at the bottom. Yep. I'm starting to understand, especially when you have the goal written. Oh, yeah. Now I know it's a cross out game. Yes. Okay, because it said drops and you did drops first. Yep. That's exactly what I did. All right, Pitocin. Man, this stuff is the devil. Okay. But very effective. All right. The pregnant client is being induced. Okay. All right, we get it. So the ordered rate of Pitocin is 4.2 milliunits per minute. All right, the IV bag is 1,000 mLs with 10 units of Pitocin. At what rate in milliliter per hour should the pump be set? So what is our goal? Our goal is to first let me write on the screen. All right, here we go. Milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. Let's look at our elements of our relationship. So we got 4.2 milliliters per minute, 4.2 MUs per minute. So I don't want y'all to get good God, you all confused on when it says milliunit. Didn't you just solve some problems with milligrams in there? So the only thing that changed was the base unit of measure. It went from a gram to a unit. The prefix, which is milli, stayed the same. So it is still 1,000, okay? So don't let, when it changes units like that, you see milli equivalent, milliosmol, milliunit. Hey, it's the same thing, okay? All right, let's look at here. We got 1,000 mLs with 10 units of Pitocin in it. All right, so we're looking for milliliters per hour. So I'm gonna start with my milliliters on the top. So 1,000 ml over 10 units. Okay, my units are at the bottom, but guess what? We have milliunits, so we need a conversion, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, so unit's gonna go on the top. Milliunit will go on the bottom. So I'm gonna put my number by the biggest unit and my 1,000 by the small little crumbs of the cookie that it takes to make one big cookie. Okay, so 1 unit is 1,000 milliunits. Okay, just like 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. All right, you picking up what I'm dropping? All right, so continuing on. Now we have milliunits at the bottom. We'll use this. So our 4.2 milliunits per minute. Milliunits has crossed out. So now we got milliliters on top, but we got minutes on the bottom. We need hours. So we'll put our minutes on the top and our hour on the bottom. 1 hour is 60 minutes, okay? This don't look like a 0. It just look like, okay, that's better. So now minutes is crossed out and we are at goal. Okay, this is not too bad. No, it's not bad at all. But let me know if I speak too soon. Yeah, it's not bad. So 1,000 times 1 times 4.2 times 60 divide by 10 divided by 1,000 and 1, and that's going to be 25.2 milliliters per hour. And if you rounded it to the whole number, it would be 25. So whatever your test that you are taking in the directions tells you to round to, that's what you do to get all of your points, because you just did this problem. Okay, all right, y'all, I'm so excited. All right, a cardiac drip is infusing at 15 mLs per hour on an infusion pump. The drug is available as 50 milligrams in 500 milliliters D5W. How many micrograms per minute is the patient receiving? Oh my God, I did dimensional analysis. Yay! She did that. All right. All right, so here we go. We are looking for our goal, microgram per minute. We need micrograms on the top and minutes on the bottom. Okay. I like the cookie crumb thingy. I second guess conversions. Yeah, whatever it takes I'm telling you, whatever it takes. Okay, so we got 15 milliliters of this medicine going per hour, and it is 50 milligrams in 500 milliliters. We want to know how many micrograms per minute are they receiving. I don't see micrograms nowhere on this thing. Do you all? Nope. But guess what? I'm going to put them there because what? My name Nursing and I'm going to do it. All right. So micrograms will go on the top. milligrams will go on the bottom because I do have milligrams. So my number 1 is going by my biggest part, and then my crumbs are my small micrograms, right? So then now I can use what I have. So 500 milligrams over 500. I mean, sorry, not 500. It's supposed to be 50. And see, that zero would have messed me straight slap up. It would have tore my answer up. They would have marked it wrong so fast, my head would have spin. Okay. All right, so 50 milligrams over 500 mLs. Milligrams are gone. Now we have milliliters. So 15 milliliters per hour, right? Milliliters is gone. We have hours at the bottom. So we got micrograms at the top and we got hours at the bottom, but we need minutes. So we'll put our hour at the top over 60 minutes. Hour is now gone. We have microgram per minute. Start with a conversion. Yep, nope. So you convert to 1,000. Yep, you got it. So 1,000 times 50 times 15 divided by 500 divided by 60. And I got 25 micrograms per minute. Is that what you all got? 25 mics per minute. Yuppers, yuppers, yuppers. No. What's this? What's this? Okay. I did the heparin one. I think that was the one that kind of got slipped up in there. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got about 2 more. And then I gotta go be a mom. So the doctor has ordered 250 mLs of normal saline to be infused at 20 drops per minute. The drop factor is 10 drops per ml. You start the infusion at 15:30. What time will the infusion be complete? I'm so sorry. Can you run that back? My kids doggone kids. Yeah, I understand. You can watch Jessica the replay on YouTube. So you can slow it down, speed it up as fast or slow as you want to. It's on my YouTube channel, AbleSRN. It's the same handle. And I also have like these problems like this, like individually broken down and worked out in step by step. I have some just like in dimensional analysis, and then I got like some in like desired over half or ratio proportion. So yeah. All right, I finally got the calculator trick. Yay, good, 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 good. Good stuff. All right, so we have 250 milliliters in the bag of normal saline, and it's going at 20 drops per minute. We got a drop factor of 10 drops per ml, and it started at 3:30, and we want to know what time. So our goal is to find time, which is going to be hours, right? Right. So if we're looking for hours, we're going to start with hours, but we don't have any hours, do we? You're mine hours. We ain't got no hours. Okay, so let's put them there because what? We can do that. Hey, hour at the top, 60 minutes at the bottom. Alrighty. So we got minutes at the bottom. We need minutes at the top. Yes, we're going to put those hours though, Nunu. Yes, exactly. So minute, I'm going to use this over 20 drops. My minutes are going to go away. Now I got drops at the bottom. I need drops at the top. So 10 drops per ml. This is where I got it from right here, okay? My drops are now crossed out. And then we have milliliter. And so I'm going to go to this little single person right here. And that's going to be 250 ml. So, doom, 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 doom. Everything else is crossed out except for hours. So now we'll do our calculator trick that Nurse C taught you on TikTok, yup, and Facebook, and YouTube, or well, however you're tuning in. And we will get 10 times 250 divided by 60 divided by 20. 2.08 hours. So now we're going to take everything behind the decimal and we'll multiply it times 60. So 0.08 times 60 is going to be 4.8 minutes. So we can round that to 5 minutes, right? So 2 hours and 5 minutes, all right, is when this will be completed. So if we started it at 3:30, right, and we have 2 hours and 5 minutes, because this is going to be my minute part, this is going to be my hour part. If I add my minutes, that's 35 minutes, and then this is going to be 17:35. My IV will be done at 17:35. 3 minutes from 17:38. All right. I really need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Y'all have any plans for MLK Day tomorrow? I love military time. Me too. Risa, I don't did that. I did that. Risa, I gotta go watch my baby hair. I'll be back Wednesday. I promise I'll put about 3 safe dose ranges on Wednesday nights, okay? Prepare for the start of the semester. Yay, that's awesome. Nothing but doing remediation for ATI. Okay, that's what's up. Can you do one without dimensional analysis? Yep. Thank you for these. Have a great night. You're welcome, Sky. I'll be back on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. So, yep. And if you want to watch the replay, it'll be on my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN. Alrighty. So, let's see. A client weighs. Who is this? Jaquel V. I will, you're welcome. I will do this one. I'm gonna do a dimensional analysis first, and then I'm gonna show you the long way, the Jill Scott version. Long walk around the park after dark, spark conversation, verbal relations, and all that stimulation. All right. So a client weighs 115 pounds. The nurse is to start drug D at 7.5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. I'm telling y'all. Drug D is labeled 400 milligrams and 250 mils of normal saline. How many milliliters per hour will the IV infused? Okay, so our goal is to find milliliter per hour, right? Okay. We have PPP, patient prescription product. Our patient's weight is 115 pounds. Our prescription is 7 micrograms per kilogram per minute. So I'm going to write it right here, 7 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And then we have our medicine, which is our product, is 400 milligrams and 250 milliliters. Okay, so we are looking for milliliters over hour. So 250 milliliters over 400 milligrams. Okay, so we have milligrams at the bottom. We have micrograms in our order. So we'll need a conversion, right? So milligrams on the top, micrograms on the bottom. There are 1,000 little crumbs in 1 milligram, okay? So then milligram crosses out. Micrograms will put 7.5 micrograms over kilograms per minute, okay? Then we got 1 kg is 2.2 pounds because our weight is in pounds and we need kilograms. So kilograms are now gone. And 115 over 1 And then what we have on the top is milliliter. What we have on the bottom is minute. So we need one last conversion. So 60 minutes over 1 hour. Okay? $250 times 7.5 times 115 times 60 divided by 400 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2. So now we have 14.7 milliliters per hour. Or 15 if it tells you to round to the nearest whole number. Okay? So how we would do this problem. Without dimensional analysis, we would have to do what Nunu said and change our pounds to kgs. So 115 divided by 2.2 is going to be 52.27 kilograms. So now we look at our order and we'll take our 7.5 micrograms times, wait a minute, 52.27 kilograms, okay? So 7.5 times 52.27. That's going to give us microgram per minute. Okay? We'll multiply this by 60 to get how many micrograms is in an hour. So 392 times 60 is going to be that many micrograms in an hour. So our medicine is available in milligrams. So now we need to convert micrograms to milligrams. So we'll divide that by 1,000. So that's going to be, or you can move your decimal place 3 to the right, to the left. So little to large left, might to slight right. Ebony, this is me doing it the long way. All right. 1, 2, 3. So 23.52 milligrams. Now you can do your desired over half that you know and love so dearly after we done lost about 15 pounds running around the park. And that'll get you the same answer as we did doing the dimensional analysis. Or you can set it up as ratio and proportion. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. This is for I be trying to make people out a believer. I know. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now you see. Now you'll see why I am such a dimensional analysis advocate, because this right here, that's excessive. That's a lot. When all you have to do is set it up top over bottom, cross, 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 cross. You got your goal. Calculator trick, boom, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do tutor private tutor sessions. I do provide private tutor session. I don't want to say doo-doo, but yes. Let's see. Somebody said, "Oh." I'm lies. I just don't understand the dimensional analysis setup. Well, come here. Come here. We do this a lot. You find your goal. You set up your elements like we did when we first started the problem. Okay, we got our order, we got our weight, and then you got your medicine. You keep your relationships together. You make what's on the bottom cross out with what's on the top until everything is crossed out except for what you're looking for. The more that you do these type of problems, the easier it comes to you. It can be very, very confusing at first, but once you get it, you're gonna take out running. I was running and running. Yep, and I just got tired, so I turned around and went home. I love Forrest Gump. I'm gonna watch that every time it comes on TV. All right. Okay. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So that's done. Alrighty. So for those of you who are asking, this is how you can get tutoring sessions. AVRN Tutoring is my website. And if it's giving you the blues, because I've had several people tell me that it's not letting them book, and I'm like, don't do that. Send me a message. You can message me on the site. This is my email right here. My business phone number is on the website as well. Yeah, you guys, like, I would love to study with you one on one. I do kind of have like I haven't put it on there yet, but it's like a dimensional analysis bundle where I teach you like 2 hours on different different topics like metric conversions, parenteral, oral tablets, heparin problems, weight based problems, drips, and flow rates. And I teach you how to do every one of those problems with dimensional analyses. So yeah. Yep. All right. Surprise, surprise. Don't you start, Risa. Why did you do that? Now it's gonna be in my head tonight. Yeah. Okay. Yes, come on in the room because now I got it. Yes. I'm so excited, Noon. It was cool meeting you tonight. I'm glad you're here. It is confusing. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, just work at it, Jaquel. And it'll come to you. The more you do it, the better. And the more that you see it and you set it up and you're like, okay, this makes sense. No wonder they want to make sure people know proportions for the nursing entrance exam. Go into my YouTube. Thank you. Yes, definitely follow and subscribe on my YouTube. There are problems there that you can go and reference. There it's a couple of videos on there that try to explain, what elements to use and how you know what to use in your problems. I think that one's called the anatomy of a dosage calc problem. Yeah. Um, what else? I'm so glad you came across here too. Thank you. Yay. She said because I love it. I sent you an email today. Let me check. Like I said, this weekend has been long. I went back. I went to and from Atlanta yesterday, so I was tired. But I'm a look okay. I'm in my second semester. I'm starting Tuesday. Yay! Congratulations. And you're looking at the advanced dosage calcs. Okay, those are my favorite. Nunu said, I love it here. I'm glad. I try to make a safe space because I mean, sometimes when you're in class, you don't want to just like seem crazy. Like, why are they asking all those questions? Which I don't care because it's my tuition dollars. I'm gonna ask every question that I want to ask. You want to go buy? Okay, I shouldn't be like that, but I am. Anywho, but yeah, you ask questions here, and I usually have what's this right here? This nurse chat where you could ask questions about nursing. Those are my stats for nurse chat. Oh, she's upstairs doing something. I was like, what is that? And like we talk about nursing. Nurse Bree, I thought she was coming on tonight. A lot of people ask me, do I tutor in different other nursing topics? But I don't. This is my baby, but Nurse Bree does. So if you need some help in that, she's a DNP student. Very bright, very sweet lady. She explains it and breaks stuff down just like, I do these. So yeah. My professors don't do the best at explaining. I've heard that before. Heard it all before. I do. But I'm glad you came here. My live sessions are always free. People are like, are your lives free? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too. Because y'all, I mean, it is truly a feeling of just gratitude and a humbling experience when people are tagging you in the comments saying this person helped me. So I'm a blessed RN, and I'm trying to bless everybody else who I can come across in nursing school with dosage calculations. And like I said, it's just humbling. When will I be live again? I'll be back on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. But like I said, in the meantime, if you go to my YouTube page, I have other problems. I call them daily dose of dosage calc. That's broken down. If you want to reference those and other sessions of Work It Out Wednesday, the replays are on there. Definitely appreciate you because dimensional analysis was my kryptonite. Oh, you feeling confident, Nunu. I told you leave them weights alone now. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, 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 yes. So are there any requests for Wednesday? I'm kind of scared to ask. Let me get my pen. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Can we do input and output? Yep. Input, output. And yes, we can do input, output. Dimensional analysis setup. Okay, that's every session. I'm gonna always. I mean, I'm a dimensional analysis advocate. People do dimensional analysis wrong, like, oh, I can't stand it. I'll be like, wait a minute, sis. Let me show you. Let me show you. But yes, we will do dimensional analysis. I guarantee you that. Risa, you want this safe dose? I'm gonna put times 3. Excuse me, times 3. When I realized it's a cancel out game, I was like, oh yes, that's what I'm telling you. It's not even math. You ever say the math ain't math, and it's not even math until you have to multiply and divide, and you got that, sis. Okay. Reconstitution. If y'all don't concentrate on these concentrations with these reconstitutions, but I will add some. What is it? Vanchester Stewart. Oh, Vanchester Stewart. Okay. The goal tells you what to start with and end with, and you'll get it. Y'all better let them know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Flow rates. Okay. Flow rates. If you think about it, it's easier because if you start with what you're looking for, everything is good. And I'm just what I just be trying to tell you what I know. You know? People like, I like to start with this. I like to start with that. That's fine. Like I said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're not sure or this is new to you and it flows. Like it just flows. Like this comes next and was like, what's on the top is got to go on the bottom. What's automatically on the bottom is going to go straight to the top if it's not part of the goal. And then you just look for what you need to cross it out. My school never taught us the dimensional analysis way. I just always did desire over half in fundamentals. And see, you can do that in fundamentals because it's them little rooty poo questions. But once you get to the second semester and third semester, you got those weight based and critical drips and percent solutions and all of that. It ain't gonna get you nowhere because then you're gonna have to do it like that last problem that I showed, where you have to convert the weight, then multiply it times the order, then do another metric conversion, then make sure it's 60 minutes if it's indicated as 60 minutes. So you have to pay attention, to all those details and making sure that you do all your calculations. Then you get those long, big, gigantoid numbers that you have to convert, and it's just too much. Where you could just doop 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 doop, tick 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 tick, boom, and that's it. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm scared about. Don't be scared. Oh, you broke the rule. This is a no fear zone. No fear zone. We don't say scared here. We can say unsure, or I'm uneasy, but we not scared. We're not gonna be scared of numbers and words, because that's what it is. It's numbers and it's words, and we're gonna make it through. And we're gonna at least pass the dosage part of nursing school if you here. What about one ratio and one percentage? Um, what do you mean, Miss Risa? Okay, I'm excited for Wednesday's live just so I can make sure it's stuck. Yeah. Especially because I start farm on Tuesday. Well, Nunu, you report back Wednesday night and you let us know how farm goes on Tuesday. The second semester has me. Don't you cry. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta pass my dosage. Well, hold on, a 93, Ebony? Like that's a weird number. Like, what? Some people say 95 or 100 or 80 or whatever, but it's like 93. Like, where did you get that number from? But you can do it. You can do it. Problems, my bad. Okay. Percentage. Oh, salute percents. Hold on. Blah blah blah. Percent solution problems, like defining the percent solution of the normal saline in a 250 ml bag of normal saline. Is that what you mean? I got to pass with 800. What? We have to make it 85. Okay, that's a little wiggle room. You can Harlem shake a little bit, but god dog. All right, I'm gonna follow you. Okay, yes. Y'all hook up. Yeah. Y'all can help each other. On the Hesse. Okay, you better say something. I was like, 800. Like, what you mean? You got 8 tests that you have to make 100 on? Okay, that makes sense. I'm in week 1, semester 2 of nursing school, and I'm terrified of med surge and psych clinical. Now, psych clinical, that's where you had me. Med surge is that's my thing. I love being a med surge nurse. It gets tough sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't finna tell you this all rainbows and unicorns. That'll be a god doggone story. But yeah, med surge is basically the meat and potatoes of everything. And then you'll see that everything kind of circles back to like fluid electrolytes and balance and hemodynamics. I'm studying to pass the T's test. Okay, well, in Jesus' name, I pray you pass. Hey. Okay, Risa, I got you. Percent solution. Yeah, I was looking cross-eyed at me when I put them in there, so I was like, I ain't gonna put it in there Sunday. And then you're like, give me one. I was like, okay. All right, those of you that already did the T's, you're lucky. I didn't have to take the T's. I guess that's showing my age and how long I've been. I was like, what is a T's? I'm out this semester, but I'm back in the fall. That's what's up. Delay is not denial. Going into a week 2 of semester 1, and girl, I am overwhelmed. Okay, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Organize, break it down into little pieces. You can digest little pieces rather than big chunks. Don't look at it as a big mountain. Okay, organize, time management. Get your planner. Do, and do, and you can only do one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? Make it into digestible pieces. Don't let it be so much on you. This semester is off farm and half med surge and half psych. Wait a minute, that's 3 pieces. That's 3 halves. Okay, you said farm, med surge, and psych. Oh, TikTok. I will be attending every live on Sunday, Wednesday. Good. I will be excited to see you. That's why I was I started doing this over like a year, and like some people have like graduated and stuff and passed, and I was like, I don't see such and such no more. It was like I got this separation anxiety. So cool, new friends, yay! I start med surge on Thursday. Congratulations! They did away with the T's at my university. Good. Alrighty. I didn't take the T's. I took the L and LN packs. I don't know what that is either. I had to take the HESI. You made a 94, applied to the program, and my score. Okay, then that's what's up. Farm and med surge are in half, but farm is the whole semester. Okay, you better break it down because I was like, wait a minute. Okay, my farm class is all dosage calc with a HESI exam to pass the class. Ooh, okay. Oh, well, y'all got y'all's work cut out for you, but hey, you can do it. You're not the first, you're not the last. Many have gone before you, many are coming after you. Y'all need to come on because I'm tired, boss. And you got it, you know. If y'all come across any questions that you would like to submit for Wednesday, you have my DM, you have my email on my website, on my work website, my tutoring site. You have my work phone. It does accept text messages. I do work at night. So you're like, yeah, I wonder if she up. I probably am. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. It's 9:20 and I'm tired. I still got, like I said, I gotta go be a mom, gotta wash my hair. But I really enjoyed meeting y'all tonight and studying tonight. And I will be back Wednesday night. Y'all, please, please, please tell somebody so we can all pass, okay? I appreciate the likes, the follows, the shares, the mentions, all of it. The gifts. Thank you. And if anything else, like I said, hit my DMs. Lord, I thank you for today. I thank you for being a good and gracious and loving and heavenly Father that is not so high but relatable to us because you sent Jesus down and he knows everything we feel, or he knows the emotions we feel about friendships, family, school, rejection, all of those feelings. And we just appreciate you for putting yourself in flesh form and allowing those feelings to be put in a high priest who has sympathy with us and for us, and he cares for us. Lord, we know that you said you'll never leave us nor forsake us, and we just thank you for providing all of our needs. Lord, I just pray for all of these nursing students that are on this live tonight. I pray that every life be touched, Lord God, that their doubts, their fears, their anxieties are calm. Lord, I pray that you send your angels around them and provide a hedge of protection as they go to and from school. Lord, bless their families, bless their children, bless their finances, keep their cars intact. Lord, provide a way, provide meals during school. When there seems like there is not a way, Lord, we know that you can make a way, Lord. We just pray that they get through their program and that they become prudent nurses who are smart and who are intelligent, who are secure, and who will take care of your people, and that through their care your glory will be seen by the patients, Lord, and that your spirit will go through the earth. And we know that at the end of the day, we win. We thank you for the blood of Jesus that allows us to come to you and pray these many prayers. I pray many blessings upon the multitude, and it is in your holy name that I pray tonight, Jesus. Amen. Y'all. Y'all. 8 p.m. Central Time. I will be here. God willing. Y'all are welcome for the night. Yep, you're welcome. Y'all so welcome. And thank you for the blessings, God. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good night. I see y'all Wednesday. Happy studying, and y'all have a good week. Happy MLK Day. Y'all, see you later. You're welcome. Thank you, Nashonda.